In today's At the Ranch video, we're going to be talking about turkey hunting and more specifically how to plan a turkey hunt. You know, if you've never turkey hunted before or if you're just trying to get into it, there's a few things you want to think about when it comes to planning a turkey hunt. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Now the first thing that you kind of want to think of is where you're going to hunt. Turkeys are all over the United States. You know, there's certain places that are better where there's more turkeys, or there's certain places where there's less. Where I live in northern Minnesota, there's not a ton of turkeys. So I typically do all of my turkey hunting out of state. So when it comes to thinking of where you want to turkey hunt, you know, a great thing to do is jump online, do a little bit of research and see where the population's really good. For me, like I said, going down to Nebraska, there's a lot of turkeys. For me, that's kind of one of the factors that plays into why I'm traveling to Nebraska to turkey hunt, is just because the opportunities down there are a lot more plentiful than they are around where I'm at, and it's definitely something you want to think about. Now, if you're going to be traveling on a state and you kind of picked a few different areas where you think maybe the turkey population is pretty good, you know, one thing you want to be thinking about is making sure your tags are over the counter. There's certain states where you got to draw for turkey tags. You know, luckily, like for Nebraska, it's just over the counter. As a non-resident, I'm able to pick one up, you know, as soon as I get down there, and I can hunt right away. So that's something definitely to be thinking about. You know, a lot of this when it comes to planning a turkey hunt is going to be utilizing resources online. That's what I do. It's definitely a great way to help figure out kind of where to hunt and, you know, things that you should be planning. And then once you've determined the state and where you're going to go, you kind of want to pick an area within that state, right? And so, you know, a lot of these websites, right now I'm actually on, you know, Nebraska's website when it comes to turkeys. They've got a tab on, you know, where to hunt. You can view the regulations, and when you click where to hunt, you know, it'll bring up all these public land options, it'll bring up private land, it'll bring up places that you can get permission. You know, you want to be figuring out where you're going to hunt, and a lot of, if you're traveling on a state, unless you know somebody, typically you're probably going to be hunting public land, which is no problem at all. You just want to make sure you're doing your research ahead of time and knowing where you're going to hunt. Other things you want to think about when it comes to turkey hunting and planning a hunt is just things that you need, that you're going to need. You're going to need, are you hunting with a gun? Are you hunting with a bow? Are you going to need a ground blind? Where are you going to stay? All these different things that kind of need to be in your brain when it comes to planning a turkey hunt. So a few things that I'm going to need when I go down to Nebraska here at the end of March is I'm going to need a bow, ground blind, because it's going to be bow season only at that time. So these are things you need to be thinking about. Do you have decoys? Do you need to pick up decoys? And all these things, if you're new, will make more sense later, because we're gonna be rolling out here a bunch of turkey videos, and you're gonna be covering a whole plethora of different topics on you know, decoying, calling, you know, all those different things. And so if you're looking at turkey hunting this spring, be sure to follow along with our turkey hunting videos. And a good start is just to start planning on where you want to try it, doing a little research online, and that'll definitely help you as you start to plan where you want to turkey hunt this spring. So like I said, stay tuned for more turkey videos coming up, as we're going to be covering a whole bunch of topics that should help you out this spring.